Hey there, and welcome to episode 7 of the Empowered Mission podcast. Man, it just feels good to be back, y'all. And I don't even just mean back recording these episodes. Yes, I'm happy to be back doing that, but I'm just happy to be back to my health and thriving. I was out sick for over a week. And it just really had me down where I wasn't able to focus or do anything on my to-do list that week. But something I always like to remind ourselves is that when we're sick, that's just God's way of saying, look, you got to chill out. I'm going to need you to rest your mind, your body, your spirit for what is coming up ahead. So it definitely gave me that reason to rest as much as possible and get back to my health. So that's why I am really excited to record this podcast episode, because I've had to push it off for a while. And I'm just happy to be back and bringing some good knowledge your way. Like I say, I am here to help y'all. And in today's episode, I want to help you specifically in starting a successful online business. Or if you already have an online business, making sure that you're aligned with the right strategies that it takes to actually grow it, to make it profitable over time. So that officially brings me to today's title of the episode, which is the top 5 things to prioritize in order to start or grow a successful online business. Now, many of us know that we are living in a world that is dealing with inflation. We are headed towards a recession. And what a lot of that means is that people are starting to look for additional ways to make income, to support their families, to support their passions, and to set themselves up for success in the long run, despite the current world economy. And one of the most popular ways to generate that additional stream of income is to start a side hustle or start an online business. Make time to grow it and to make it profitable. And most importantly, generate the impact that you're wanting to the people that could be greatly influenced by you, by what you know, by what you're good at. So, in order to start or grow that successful online business, we just got to have the right mindset, right? We got to know where we're headed. We got to know what we're doing. We got to know how and what to prioritize. Now, first things first, God is going to be your number one man to guide you in the right direction, right? No matter what the world says, no matter what any online guru says, if God is telling you to go in a different direction and you are sure that that is God's voice that you're hearing, then by all means, follow that. Tune into that, listen to that. You could go back and re-listen to this podcast episode over and over again to get all the juices I'm giving you here, which is great. But first and foremost, prioritize God. Prioritize what He is telling you. I am just here to guide you and to provide you with insights of what worked well for me. So many of you know, especially if you're listening to this podcast episode, I have my own online business. I run a coaching business where I offer coaching, consulting, and mentorship for faith, mindset, and business development. I absolutely love what I do. It brings so much joy to my heart. And I decided that this podcast was going to be all about that as well. So in previous episodes, I've talked a lot about mindset, which is great. I've talked a lot about faith, which is even better. And in this episode, I want to talk specifically about starting that business. Setting your mind up for success, yes, but let's set those businesses up for success as well. So, you ready? Let's do this thing. Starting with number 1 of the top 5 things to prioritize to either start or grow a successful online business. Number 1 is to niche down. Niche down. Some of you may have already heard this term, which is great, but for those of you who have no idea what I'm talking about, niching down basically means that you are fine-tuning and getting very specific with what you do and why you do it. So you want to be able to confidently answer questions like the industry that you're in specifically, the segment of that industry that you're in, the results that you're trying to bring your audience's way, and why you are passionate about generating that kind of impact. You want to be able to confidently answer those questions without pause, without feeling like you're not sure. Because if you're not clear on what you do and why you do it, then it's not going to be clear to your audience as to why they should buy from you, as to why they should become your customers or your clients. So it's really important to get clear and specific. And the best way to do that is to just niche down. Let me give you an example here. I could easily tell people that I am a business coach. Okay, great. But let me be a little bit more specific. So in my case, I would say something like, I am a social media and email marketing business coach. That is niching down. I am being way more specific on who I am, what I teach, so that people know what I would bring to the table. So I want you to think about that. Think about what you're passionate about. Think about the industry that you're in. How can you take it and get so specific? Okay, how can you get super clear on the industry or the segment in the industry that you're in and why exactly you're wanting to help? What makes you different from all the other competition that's out there? So take your time focusing in on that and getting very specific. Another reason why niching down is so important is so that you can target a specific group of people out there in this world. Because here's the thing, your business, whatever you want to start or have already started, is not going to be for all 8 billion people on the planet. It's just not. We have so many human beings on this world that have their own opinions and interests and thoughts. It is not your responsibility to cater to all of those opinions, interests, and thoughts. It's just your responsibility to cater to your specific group of people. What are their specific interests? What are their specific thoughts? What solutions can you provide to their specific problems? Niching down can help you target exactly who your audience is. This is going to be important for any content creation that you create, any social media posts that you put up, any videos you publish. This is really essential. Niche down. Before you even think about selling, niche down first. Okay? Let's go to the second one. Second thing to prioritize to either start or grow a successful online business is consistency on at least one social media platform. Consistency on at least one social media platform. Key word here is consistency, y'all. Now, I know there are so many social media platforms out there in the world, I can't even keep up with it, right? It is everywhere. It's like you might have one social media platform down and then all of a sudden another one pops up and you're like, oh my goodness, that's a whole nother platform for me to learn about, the features, the algorithms. And it just drives you up a wall, drives you insane, right? But you don't have to do all that. Start with one. Be consistent on one. Become an expert on one and be consistent in that platform. All those other platforms, you'll get there over time. Yes, it's important to be in more than one space, especially if you're wanting to dive into successful entrepreneurship, but you don't have to do all the things right now. Get familiar with being consistent in one social media platform. And honestly, I'm a living testimony when it comes to that, because my one consistent platform is Instagram. Yes, I have Facebook, I have LinkedIn, and I have TikTok, but right now, where I'm at in my business, it's really difficult for me to be consistent on all the social media platforms. So what I did is I recently took a step back and I said, okay, you know what? Let me learn and let me become an expert in being consistent on my main social media platform. And for me, that was Instagram. So for me, that was prioritizing posting multiple times a week and talking with my clients, customers, or audience members through the DMs, engaging with other people on that platform. I probably spend about an hour on Instagram 5 days a week because it's a part of my business strategy. So think about what that would be for you. Is it Instagram? Is it Facebook? Is it LinkedIn? don't sleep on LinkedIn now because that company is thriving more and more. So if that's you, maybe that's your platform. Maybe it's TikTok. TikTok is booming right now. Choose one, be consistent, y'all. It's not just about choosing one and being really spontaneous about when you post and when you engage with other people. You have to be consistent. And you have to be consistent for a couple of important reasons. Some of them being the fact that when you're showing up for your audience. Your audience sees that you're consistent. Your audience sees that you are an expert. You're an authority in your industry because of how much you show up for them on a specific niche down topic, right? On the other end, when you're consistent, that platform's algorithm favors that. So for example, on Instagram, when they see that I am being consistent on spending time on their platform, posting and creating reels and engaging with other people, answering DMs, responding to other people's posts, when they see that after a certain amount of time, the algorithm will start to work more in my favor. They'll start to push more of my content out to people that do not know me on Instagram yet. And that is what you want. But you got to be consistent first, okay? Matter of fact, I'll challenge you with this. When you choose the platform that you're going to be consistent on, give it 90 days. 90 days of pure consistency and watch how much more results you have. Both because you're showing up from your audience and they're going to see that and respond to that, and from the perspective that that platform, that algorithm is going to see it and they'll respond to it by favoring your content more and getting it in front of people that don't know you yet. That's the second thing. Really important. Consistency on at least one social media platform, y'all. You got this. That is what you need to start a successful online business in today's social media filled world. And if you're wondering like, I don't really like social media, it messes with my mental health, don't worry. Because actually a few episodes back, I created a podcast episode talking about how to prioritize your mental health when dealing with social media. So feel free to tune into that episode as well if you want to gain insight there. Let's transition into number 3, email marketing implementation. That's the third thing, email marketing implementation. If you know email marketing, great. If you don't, guess what? I'm going to teach you a little bit about that today. The thing about email marketing is that it should be prioritized over social media when it comes to selling. Now, don't get me wrong. Social media is important. That's why I talked about it in my second tip right before this. But email marketing is just as important, if not more important, to actually making sales and generating a customer or client base. And here's why. You own your email list. When you prioritize email marketing, you are generating a subscriber email list. You own that list. Nobody can take that away from you. There's no algorithms at play. You own it. It is always there, okay? That is your community. Social media, on the other hand, they own your following. They own that. YouTube owns your subscribers. Instagram owns your following. TikTok owns your following. They own that, meaning that if the app shuts down, you can't get access to those followers. And I know that some of you are familiar with what I'm talking about here. I think Instagram just had a massive nationwide shutdown a few months ago. And we couldn't access Instagram. We couldn't engage with our followers. It was just acting crazy, right? Or the algorithm might switch up. They could easily go in there and delete some of your followers because they're like, oh, I think that might be a bot, so we're going to get rid of it. You know, it's all good intentions, right? But that just goes to show that you don't own it. Your account could get shut down, things could happen, and there's no access between you and your clients or customer base. That is why email marketing is so important. So in addition to being consistent on at least one social media platform, You also want to be consistent in generating an email list. Start generating a community of people that you own under one list. Now, in your email marketing strategies, you're going to have to develop a way to get them into your email list. And one of my favorite ways to do this is to offer something absolutely for free that's related to my topic, my niche. I'll give you an example of a freebie that I gave away. I gave away, and I still am giving away, something that's called the God-Centered Entrepreneur Challenge. This challenge is a 5-day video series that I created where if and when they sign up for my email list, they get 1 email from me per day over the period of 5 days that walks them through successful entrepreneurship God's way. And it is, to this day, my most successful freebie that I've ever created. And it's also a beautiful way to get people into my email list. So from your perspective, I want you to think about that. What could you create and give away for free as your incentive to those that sign up for your email list? What does that look like? Are you giving away a guide on how to become a successful podcaster? Are you giving away a free video training that talks about how to produce the best beats if you're a musician? What exactly are you giving away for free? But remember, it has to be gated. Meaning that in order for them to get that freebie from you, they have to sign up with their email address first. And once they're in your email list, that is where you are responsible for consistently writing to them. Write to them, give them tips, advice, give and offer valuable content related to your niche. This is going to help you position yourself as an authority in your industry. And it's going to help those on your email list remember who you are because you're showing up in their inbox on a weekly basis with a valuable email. Now, if you're wondering, okay, Angel, this sounds good, but how in the world do I get started in getting people on my email list? How do I even do that? How do I even send out a massive email broadcast weekly? What does that look like? It's all good because I got a solution for you. ConvertKit, y'all. ConvertKit. I love it. I use it all the time for my own business, and I will link it in the podcast show notes or below this video if you're watching this on YouTube to where you can check it out. And you can literally get started with ConvertKit for free. It is an email marketing and creator marketing platform to help you do exactly what I am referring to here, okay? So let's do a quick recap. Tip number 1 was to niche down. Get specific in what you do and why you do it. Tip number 2 is consistency on at least one social media platform. Be consistent, build your brand on one platform first for at least 90 days in order for the algorithm to work in your favor and for your audience to see that you are an authority in this industry. And then number 3, email marketing implementation. Offer a freebie, get people in your email list, start writing to them every week on tips, advice, or value that's related to what you do and why you do it. And one more thing with email marketing is this is where you're going to be able to sell to them, pitch them on your offers, your products, your services in their inbox. A person's inbox is one of the most personable things. It's private. They don't give their email address out to just anyone, right? So for them to give you their email address means that they're probably checking their inbox quite frequently. And if you're able to show up and give tips and advice and then sell them on something that can help solve their problems, boom, you're going to have a much bigger impact and you're going to see better results from selling through email versus selling through an Instagram DM. Okay? It's going to work. You just got to be consistent. All right. So again, 1 was niche down, 2, consistency on at least one social media platform, and 3, email marketing implementation. Let's go and transition into number 4, which is to focus on selling one high ticket offer. We talked about the importance of selling through email. And by the way, yes, you can still sell on Instagram or the social media platform of your choice, but you definitely want to prioritize selling on email to your email list as well. But when it's time for you to sell your product or your service, focus on one. You want to position yourself to be known for one thing. Now, I know for all of you that are multi-passionate, you're probably looking at me like, Angel, don't ever tell me to focus on one thing. I'm multi-passionate. I love too many things, yada, yada. Trust me, I get it. I'm multi-passionate too. I love a lot of things. But when I'm selling to someone, it's really essential for me to lean into a one high ticket offer. And when I say high ticket, I'm talking about something that's high price. To start or grow a successful online business, it's really hard to sustain profitability if you're only selling $20 ebooks for the rest of your business's life. How can you scale? How can you ensure the success and the profitability of your business? Is to sell one high ticket offer and be known for it. High ticket means high price. High price means, honestly, anything that's $1,000 or more. When you're known for that one high ticket offer, the word starts to get around that you are who people come to get a specific solution to that problem. They just got to invest in that high ticket offer. Okay? So I know people might have a lot of questions about this and, well, what are some ideas of high ticket offers? And here's a couple for you, just to kind of get your brain flowing. You could sell one-on-one coaching services. You could sell group coaching services. You could sell a membership where the annual plan for that membership is at least $1,000 or more. You could sell an online course for $1,000 or more on your niche specific topic. You could even create some sort of bundle where it's an ebook and a course and they get this coaching program all for X price. There are so many different things that you could sell online related to your niche where people start to familiarize you with that one high ticket offer. Anytime someone thinks of a business membership, they think of your name. Or anytime someone thinks of this course that teaches them how to play the guitar, they think of your name. You want to get to that point of being known for something. And in addition to that, sustaining your business's profitability over time. I see so many entrepreneurs and aspirationalists that are like, yeah, I have all these ideas. I'm going to sell this ebook and then I'm going to sell this over here and this over there and this retreat here. That's all good. That's all good. I'm not saying to never sell anything else outside of a one high ticket offer. I'm just saying to prioritize selling that one high ticket offer over anything else that you have. Become known for it. And once you're known for it, more and more people will start flocking to you, investing in you, and becoming your clients or customers. Really important to keep in mind. And in addition to that too, it's going to cause you a lot less overwhelm. When you can just focus and tune in on one high ticket offer that you're selling over and over and over again, that is much less overwhelming than trying to keep up with all of the products and services that you're always selling all the time. As entrepreneurs, as business owners, as dreamers, we don't want to burn out. At least that's not what I believe in. Okay, this podcast is about growing into entrepreneurship, but it's more so about your mental health and your faith while doing it too. All right, so keep that in mind. All right, y'all. Last but not least, number 5, the 5th thing to prioritize to either start or grow a successful online business is to serve your audience before you sell to them. At this point of the episode, you're probably like, or at least I'm hoping that you're excited, that you feel a little bit more clear on what you need to plan for, what you need to start thinking about to start a successful online business. And a part of what you're thinking about is that selling aspect, right? How can you sell successfully? And what are some sales strategy that works for your specific niche? But before you sell to your audience and generate the money that you are wanting to bring in the door, you have to serve your audience first for free. That's right, for free. So what I mean by this is showing up for them without expecting anything in return when you start out. For example, I am going to focus on serving my audience before I sell to them if I'm starting an online business from scratch. So how I would do that is I would show up on my one social media platform every day, okay, with posts or reels or stories related to my topic or niche. That's serving my audience for free. They're not paying to get that Instagram content. I'm also serving my audience by having, a free podcast like how this is. This podcast is for free. I'm not expecting you to pay to get these episodes because I love you. I'm here to help you and I'm here to serve you. Maybe it's a blog that people can access for free. Your emails, sending out emails on tips, advice, and value before you pitch them on anything is really important. That is serving your audience first. Talk to your audience, send them DMs, have conversations without expecting anything in return. Because honestly, if you're truly passionate about the online business that you either started or want to start, you are going to care more about those people than the money that you make. I'm going to say that one more time. You're going to care more about those people than the money that you make from them. And if it's twisted in your mind, right, let's check ourselves here. If you are thinking about the money first and not the people, then that can become problematic. Because in that point, you're going to be leading with a money mentality and not a serving mentality. Serve your audience first. Be there for them. Show them that you genuinely care, that you care about their results. You care about the impact that you make for them, that you're passionate about their life and how you can provide solutions for it. Serve them first before you sell to them. And after a period of time where you are consistent in serving them and giving free content and free tips and having conversations without expecting anything in return, after you build up that level of authority and credibility, then you can sell to them. Then you can start pitching your coaching services, your courses, your ebooks, your online classes, your memberships, your apps, whatever you are pitching. You can start making those pitches after a period of time of serving them. And even after that, right? Even after you start making those pitches, you still want to serve them in between and far after that. Serving your audience never goes away. It's not just at the beginning of your business or entrepreneurship career. It is a forever thing because there's always going to be new people that find you. And those new people are starting from the exact same starting point that your current audience started from. So if they're just finding out about you, you got to build trust with them. You got to start serving those new groups of people. Have a selfless heart. Serve your audience first before you sell to them. All right, let's just do a quick recap of everything we talked about. I think this is one of my longer podcast episodes because I really wanted to share all this good stuff, and I'm really hoping that it is insightful and really helpful in your current endeavors. So just as a recap, the top 5 things to prioritize to start or grow a successful online business. Number 1, niche down. Get specific in what you do and why you do it. Number 2, consistency on at least one social media platform. Choose one, learn its features, build your brand, be consistent on that platform. Number 3, email marketing implementation. Give away a freebie as an incentive to get people on your email list. After that, write to them. Send them emails in their inbox on a weekly basis, offering tips and advice on your specific niche. Number 4, focus on selling one high-ticket offer. Become known for that thing. Yes, you can sell other things here and there, that's fine, but prioritize and become known for that one high-ticket offer so that your business can scale and you can generate a bigger impact. Number 5, serve your audience before you sell to them. Have a selfless heart. Show your audience that you care, that you're authentic. And then when you're ready, you can start selling. That's my advice, y'all. There are so many more tips and advice that I could give you when it comes to starting or growing a successful online business, but this episode is just going to focus on those 5. However, I got a little treat for you, all right? If you head to the podcast show notes on this episode or in the description below this YouTube video, if you're watching it on YouTube, I linked in a free workshop that I am going to be hosting very soon here. So this workshop is literally taking these 5 things that I talked about, and I go deep, y'all, in this workshop. We talk about strategy, we talk about direction, we talk about exactly what you need to do to accomplish these 5 things here in the free workshop. So you can go ahead and sign up for that free training, like I said, down below, get access to it, and I'm just super excited to be able to teach and to host this upcoming workshop. So feel free to sign up for it, and let's dive deeper into topics like this. Let's set your entrepreneurship goals up for success. Let's make sure that you are positioning yourself and your business in the right ways. And most importantly, being able to do so without jeopardizing your mental health. It is so possible. I have done it. I am still on that journey, and I want to teach you how to do that same thing. So sign up for that free training if you're interested. All right, friend. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'm so happy that you listened and that you took the time to mentally take notes, or maybe you wrote it down. I'm just so happy to have brought this episode your way. And we'll see you for episode number 8 that will be coming out soon. See ya. Bye.